we're going to now look at a technique where we have neither options. We haven't got a cable tray bending machine and we haven't bought from the wholesalers an internal 90-degree bend. So can we produce and make one? We're going to use a bar. This is just a piece of metal I've got from my engineering workshop. So a piece of bar, it could be a large screwdriver, and there is a slot in one end. So all I've done is used a hacksaw and put a groove slot in one end. We're going to use this in order to make an internal 90-degree bend in our straight flange cable tray. In order to put the crimp section similar to this here of the internal 90-degree bend in the cable tray. The advantage of doing it yourself is that you can make the bend considerably slower. So in other words, you could have a more gradual bend than the one formed by the tray bending machine, or we could make quite a severe or tight bend. It does depend on the bending radius of the cables that are going to be laid on the tray. So let's see how we're going to do it then. So taking our bar, I've got a point here at the top. It doesn't matter where I start. I'm going to do it somewhere in this section here. So I've got no marks on the tray at the moment. I'm just going to improvise this internal 90-degree bend. Position like so. So I've got my slotted section of my bar down onto the actual flange itself, and I'm just going to pull it inwards first. So I went in, and already you can see that my tray's just fractionally kicked up, and I've got a kink in the side of the flange. So I went in first. I go to the end of the kink section and I bring it out the opposite way. So I'm going to pull it towards myself. Kink again and repeat the process once more. Go to the end of the part that's kinked and kink once again. So we've now got several kinks in position on the actual flange itself. Starting going in first, out and then back in again. We'll do one more. So we go to the end of the kink section and we pull now back in. So I've done about 3, in, out, in, out. Turn it round now and repeat the process parallel with where you started the last one, remembering I went in first. Lining it approximately up, and we went in first, back out, and then back in. So, looking from the side on, you can already see my tray has started to raise up. We've gone in, out, as we've got a kink section, similar to the kinking that was produced by the cable tray bending machine itself. It's going to take me a few moments now to work this down in order to bring it up to 90 degrees. So using just a bar with a groove that I'd cut in with a hacksaw and that crimping technique, I've managed to produce an internal 90-degree bend in cable tray without the need for a cable tray bending machine or to buy one from the manufacturer. Friday afternoon on a construction site, need an internal bend, no cable tray bending machine, no wholesaler's going to deliver you one in time. Can you produce one simply? Bar with a groove in it, simple in and out technique on each side can produce me a 90-degree internal bend.